Hey guys, I'm getting a lot of questions today on the Ethereum Name Service Airdrop. And I did one of the in-depth calls yesterday on their Telegram group. So Nick.eth, he's from New Zealand and he wrote the Constitution and headed the project. He's one of the OGs from the Ethereum Foundation. So he has a lot of clout in the space and was good. I asked him a question about governance and how to make as best as he could the DAO whale proof. And he talked a little bit about how characteristic of a DAO is people are going to accumulate it, and it's unless you have special provisions, which this compound format of a DAO, which I think is a compound fork, unless I'm mistaken. At least he was saying the technical architecture is similar to compounds, that it provides some protections against that, but not a tremendous amount. So what's happening today in 2 hours at 7 p.m. Eastern is that you're going to be able to go in and claim your ENS. There's a front end here, which is, I believe it, claim.ens.domains. And there you can click through and it'll tell you exactly how many you have. And it's a calculation of the considerations are how long have you had it, and of course it has to be linked to the wallet. So the snapshot was done on the 31st of October. And this is an interesting platform where they have 130,000 unique .eth names, but certainly this alternative domain name service is not unique to this platform. They have the .btcs that you're seeing, which is, when it comes down to it, it's just really a reroute based on either what you're putting into your MetaMask or your browser. But that in this case, they're trying to do something, in the case of .btc, is that they'll reroute you. So you can do like whatever .btc.us, which is what this is. And in order to do that, you just sync up with the web bridge. So let's see. In the case of this, you would buy it, you'd pay. In the case of this thing, $5 today, and then you do it in 5 years. So that's pretty good, $1 a year. And I know on the Ethereum one, it's quite a bit more. And I think that the biggest cost that was going on here is that, at one point it's like $5 a year. And in order to do something on the blockchain on Ethereum, it's expensive way. So I think that it may have stalled in terms of the actual utility. And to do any sort of interaction on the blockchain is expensive. So I know in my personal case that I got mine when the GUI was a dozen. It's like 12 to 15, so it was not very expensive. So in this case, you would sign up do a search for something, and if it's available, you would register it. And it looks like, so it's $5 a year, and then you're looking at $220-ish in terms of the gas fee. So they haven't quite found a way to get around that at the present time. So if you're going to do it, would do it for a lot of years. And the strength of this project, I would say, is on Nick's being immersed in the Ethereum ecosystem and then having those connections with projects, because there are a lot of platforms that are trying to do something like this, because all it really needs to do is a redirect on your own browser, and that could be done with an extension tool. That can be done in the case of Brave by their own platform. So their network of connections with wallets and apps, having that clout to be able to go to Uniswap or Ethereum or Etherscan or Coinbase is pretty impressive, and I think is the majority of the reason why this gets the traction. But at the same time, you could have like a browser like Brave or Opera or even MetaMask that are saying, well, we're already a unicorn. We have the resources. We want to do this ourselves. So down the road, I wouldn't necessarily buy this for 20 years, because given the size of this, you could have a Coinbase that either buys all the DAO's tokens or decides that, oh, by the way, .eth is ours. So when you do the MetaMask claim, it's probably going to be a few $100s to claim the tokens, but it could be well worth it.